What's up mga Kokote? It's me, Kuya Kal, and welcome to Kuwader, wherein learning is the name of the game, at kung bago pa lang dito sa YouTube channel, don't forget to click the subscribe, like, and share buttons for more updates and videos. So, welcome to our introduction. So, trivia for today. Of course, kailangan muna nan. Do you know that a bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread? For me, that's crazy. If you consider that each bolt of lightning contains more than 5 billion joules of energy, then the average 1000 watt 2 slice toaster could be powered for 84,000 minutes with just one strike. That's just that's just enough time to toast about 100,000 slices of breads, bagels, English muffins, or whatever you want. So itong trivia natin guys, sobrang crazy na ito. Kaya kung alam mo man to, pwede mo tong i-share sa mga kaibigan mo para mind blow din sila sa sobrang lupet ng nalaman mong trivia. And then our agenda for today: know the main ideas and supporting ideas, word paragraphs, how the main ideas are being expressed, know more about reading comprehension. Kasi itong discussion natin is covered siya ng reading comprehension. So let's go! Main idea and supporting idea. Ano nga ba ito? Finding the main idea of a piece of writing can be a challenge, but it is an essential reading comprehension skill for students to develop. Becoming skilled in this art will benefit you from far beyond the perimeters of the school gates. From the small print of an insurance document to writing a book review, the ability to filter a text and identify its central idea is a crucial life skill. So it just enhances our skills through through knowing the main ideas and supporting ideas para sa mga documents, mga document natin sa school, 'di ba? Or pag naggagawa tayo ng book review and kaya nating ma-filter yung text and ma-identify bawat central idea nito. Yon ay skill. Skill siya na hindi lahat kayang gawin yon. So, next up we have, what is an main idea? So, main idea is whether you are talking about the ideas of the paragraph, the main ideas of the paragraph, or a poem, or a chapter, or long text. To be able to find the main idea, it requires the reader, yung reader mismo, na ma-identify niya yung topic ng isang writing na yon, ng isang poem na yun, isang chapter na yon. And then uncover what the writer wants you to know about the topic. So as if dito yung reader is siya mismo yung mag-identify kung ano yung topic ng isang poem, or kung ano yung main idea ng paragraph or ng chapter. Then siya mismo yung mag-uncover nun para i-share sa inyo kung ano yung, kung tungkol saan ba yung topic, kung ano ba yung topic. So, skill siya. Skill siya na hindi lahat na kaya nating gawin. So, as is often, in this case, it is best to start small when working with identifying the main idea. Begin by locating the main idea in a sentence before building up to locating it in a longer paragraph. As you gradually build your confidence in identifying the main idea in paragraphs, you will soon be ready to move on to longer texts in the form of chapters and eventually full-length books. So dito, sa paghahanap natin ng main idea, start muna tayo ng small. Simplihan lang natin. I-work muna natin yung sarili natin sa pag-identify ng mga main idea. I-locate muna natin kung saan ba yung main idea dun sa sentence bago tayo mag-build ng mas mahabang paragraph. Kasi practicing, building, and working on short main ideas and transferring to building up and locating ideas in a longer paragraph increases our confidence in identifying the main idea in paragraphs. Parang mas magiging mataas yung confidence natin if mas malaman muna natin yung mga small details sa mga paragraphs and sa mga main idea. So, to the moment na na-master na natin yon, pwede na tayong mag-move on sa mga longer texts, chapters, full-length books, from paragraphs to long text to chapters, and pwede na isang buong libro. Ganun siya. Ganun siya kagaling. Ganun siya kahirap. Ganun yung process niya. And then, a word on paragraphs. The main idea of a sentence is usually fairly straightforward to identify. Often, it is as simple as identifying the subject of the sentence. Whole chapters or books, on the other hand, can seldom be easily reduced to expression in the form of a single main idea. For these reasons, yung mga paragraph na in-offer ng reader, suitable siya sa format in which na mapapractice yung main idea and identification skills natin. So usually, if the writer knows what he or she doing, you can identify a single main idea in every paragraph. Pag alam nung writer yung ginagawa niya, ikaw na nagbabasa, ikaw na reader, is pwede mong ma-identify yung single main idea sa bawat paragraph. You can think of this as a key point that is usually expressed in the form of a topic. It is often found in the paragraph's first sentence, with the subsequent sentences providing the supporting details. It can, however, occur in the middle, at the end, or even be split across the paragraph. It may even not be there at all, at least not explicitly. Kasi ang writers, meron silang parang creative bunch, and yung mga writers, madami silang creative things na pwede nilang gawin. And tayong mga readers, we will require more sophisticated means to accurately identify the main idea in all cases. So, yung reader, pwede niyang ilagay yung main idea niya sa middle or sa huli, pero usually, sa pinakauna niya nilalagay. Pinakauna ng paragraph or story or kung ano man yun. So, tayong mga readers, yun nga, sinabi ko kanina, required tayo na maging sophisticated and more accurate para ma-identify yung main idea sa lahat ng cases. And the next we have is, how is a main idea expressed? So, ang main idea na-express siya because it can appear to a fairly clear-cut task to define the main idea. So why is it often that so problematic some students to identify it? Bakit nahihirapan yung ibang estudyante na ma-identify yun? Well, ang katotohanan dito ay it doesn't needed to be so. So often the central concept is expressed directly in the text as easy to identify as your own face in the mirror. However, the main idea will not always be expressed so explicitly. If you are to fully comprehend what you are reading, you must learn to identify it whether it is expressed directly or merely implied. So, ayun ang kung paano na-express ang main idea. Ganun siyang way. Parang ina-identify mo lang yung mukha mo pag nakatingin ka sa mirror. Ganun lang siya. And the next, the statement of the main idea. Attention is not the key to pulling the main idea from a text. Whatever the genre, you need to identify the most relevant information from the work and use it to develop a statement that can express what you perceive the main idea to be. Example, you can refer to this as the statement of the main idea. Yung statement na yon should be a lean sentence or two. And then the process of composing the statement is you will start with asking questions about the text. But not all questions will apply to every text. They will provide a good starting point for extracting the main idea from any piece of writing. So here we have who. Can you identify? We will use the word who as the for the question if you can identify the person or people the text is about. Can you identify the topic or underlying theme of the text? What? When? Can you identify a reference to a specific time or period? Where? Can you identify a specific place or a setting? Why? Can you identify a reason or explanation for what happens in the text? How? Can you identify a method of theory in the text? So the questions and the variations of the questions can help you draw out what the text is about. The two most important questions of those above are who and what, because it tells if you can identify the person or the people in the text, and if you can identify the topic and the theme of the text. So this will be sufficient to elicit the information required to identify the main idea in most circumstances. But the true litmus test of whether you absorb the text main idea is whether or not you are able to summarize what you have read in your own words. So, importance of knowing the main and supporting idea. Finding the main idea is the key to understanding what you read. The main idea ties all of the sentences in the paragraph or article together. Once you identify the main idea, everything else in the reading should click into place. The rest of the reading is the evidence provided to support the main idea. Details, major and minor, support the main key by telling how, what, when, where, why, how much, or how many. Locating the topic, main idea, and supporting details helps you understand the points the writer is attempting to express. Identifying a relationship between this will increase your comprehension. So, thank you for listening. That's all for this video. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below kung gusto nyo pang matutunan and kung ano yung mga natutunan nyo guys. So, Kuya Kyle is out. Bye.